Hey everyone, this is Martin from howtomakemobilegames.com on September the 27th, 2016, Tuesday here in Shanghai, China, and evening time 10 p.m. This is a response video to a couple of the comments that were in the pro section of the howtomakemobilegames.com forum. For those of you who don't know, this section is basically the same as the pro video section on YouTube, the pro YouTube channel. All of the videos are in this section, as you can see here, and it's basically the top category at the if you go into the forum. And the cool thing is that a lot of the developers, a lot of the members that are in there also comment and ask questions as well. So just letting you guys know where this is coming from, because some of you will be seeing this video or part of it on the free section. So it's this all pro videos here, and the one that I'm going to reply to, do a response to, is this one here. Which was titled "How Much Money?" Let me find it. It's loading. It's a bit slow. How much money we made in August 2016 plus rant video. So I did do a bit of a complaining in that video, of course, and I think because of the topic of discussion, or the things that I was talking about, were basically the issues with the app stores at the moment, and the difficulty of getting downloads and making continual stable revenue as an indie developer. So that's what these responses are about, and it's a really cool section. Those of you who don't know, the pro videos, the pro YouTube channel and the pro section in the forum are the same thing. So if you're seeing this video on the pro YouTube channel, what I recommend is that you try to subscribe to this section in the howtomakemobilegames.com forum, and if you can subscribe using PayPal, which is $3 each month, then unsubscribe to YouTube, because you don't want to pay twice, and it's all the same video content. It's just that the members are on here a little bit. We have some good conversations like this, and I'm also viewing them and more active in doing responses like this as well. So hopefully you get more out of it. So let's start going down the list. I did say I was going to get a video done like the other day. I was going to post another one quickly about doing this response, but I trailed on so much about what I was working on before and playing the new Infonox game that I'm working on. So it kind of trailed off, and I never get it finished. So this is where I'm at right now. So Raleigh, thanks for the response, man. You said for more downloads, it's better when you're using malware ads network. That's interesting. So yesterday was a game in Google Play Store. It's at the top. Also now in the top, it have many adware malware. You install it on your device, and it started every 5 minutes to cross-install icons. And when you open an example to write an SMS, then other malware will come out as well. I don't know how to use, but I think it's a good idea to use also in some of my own games. I wouldn't recommend it. I think the malware thing, it's basically, I don't know if it is malicious software. I think what it is they install I've forgotten what it's called, like out of app ads. So even if you install the game and uninstall the game, you will get ads which appear like on your the desktop of your phone, the home screen, whatever it's called, or in SMS, or even in the notification bar on the Android. Google cracks down on this very hard. I think that probably, iPhone and Amazon as well, for sure. The other app stores probably. It's pretty common in China to have these kind of games where you get ads outside of the app store, and some of them actually charge when you click on the ad as well. They actually take money from the user's phone. So I don't know if it's going to get you more downloads, but I wouldn't recommend it though. But it's interesting to see that some companies are still trying to do that. So JSHW said, great video and general chat about the game, about your game and the industry. Thank you. You're welcome. Glad you liked the video. For sure, I'll keep talking about the game as it's being developed as well. So Java EXP, hello man, long time no speak. Your income report videos are superb and they are a huge inspiration. Thanks a lot, Martin, for building such a great community. You're welcome, and thank you so much for all of your replies as well, Java. I know you've done a bunch of replies. You've also replied to a couple of my questions as well. You seem to have some really good experience, so thank you for that. Really helpful. So absolutely, more the revenue videos will continue to come. It looks like September is going to be a very poor month. Really. I don't know about you guys. Let me know if it was the same for you. But the beginning of September, we saw a pretty big drop in revenue on the Chart Boost account. I think it's only pulling in like $50 each day, which is not good to see. And then the other one has dropped down to like 10 to 15, which isn't good. So we're making a really big kind of push for VR now to see if that market is better. We just finished one VR game right now, which is a small like VR paper toss game. You know, where you throw the paper into the waste paper bin in an office, and that's totally in VR. So I'm hopefully after this video I'm going to be sending that out to a bunch of publishers and seeing how that's going to go. So definitely need to check out new areas. It's really tough, and that was the whole subject of the last video that I was talking, that I was kind of ranting on about last time as well. So hey Grumpy, thank you for the email. Oh, by the way, Grumpy, I'm so sorry. I noticed just the other week you'd sent me an email and I didn't respond. I think it actually might have been 2 weeks ago. You'd sent a reply to my questions. I'm sorry I didn't reply to you. I had a mountain of emails this past like say 2-3 weeks, and one of the reasons is just letting you guys know that with my family, we basically bought a buy-to-let house together in northwest Manchester. Is that right? Yeah, northwest Manchester. And we basically just pooled our money together to buy this house. And so since middle of August, I think we've gone. The house had been finalised, or the process. What's the word? I think that's the word, finalised. We got the contract and basically the keys to the house. But now we've got to get people into the house, so we're going through all of this process of trying to find the right tenant, doing the credit check, rejecting people, accepting other people, calling the landlord, getting them the agreement sent, making sure that we agree upon like a move-in date and all these things. So what I'm trying to do is to also be an investor in real estate, which there's been some interest from my friends in China as well, looking to buy UK property. So that thing is going to be more of a passive sort of investment, but I'm also very interested in building a business around. Not leaving games at all, just FYI, nothing wrong with Gobble Play or PandaTap, of course. That's like my work, but my investment hopefully will start to go more into the real estate area as well. So that's going to be pretty interesting. So Grumpy said, great video as always, so thank you very much. I've got to say that I disagree with your view on the state of the mobile market. I feel like there's good money to be made, but it's all about scoping. You need to build a game that is deep enough, novel enough, and polished enough that people will be willing to play for a long time, but quick enough that if the game fails, you haven't wasted considerable time. 2 to 3 months, in my opinion, is about perfect time. I agree. 2-week games are out, and the app stores are starting to focus more on quality, as they should. Yeah, I agree. And I imagine low-quality games are going to feel the pain as search algorithms change. I imagine the games that start floating to the top will have good retention and good ARPU from in-app purchases. This is all good though. As having made 3 games in 2 months a few years back, I remember this as being a painful experience. Yeah, definitely. I think I agree on your point on quality. The problem is, what I've found is that I've actually spoken with companies directly, with companies in the UK, Canada, Chinese companies as well, who have made pretty good games that have taken a lot longer than say 2 to 3 man months. So that would be one person working 2 to 3 months. They've taken a few people, maybe 2 developers, 1 artist, or 1 QA, 1 manager. So a handful of people over the course of 2, 3, 4 months or something like this. And those games have been really good, well polished, multiple levels, great icon, video, in-app purchases, everything. And they cannot get the downloads. That's the problem. I mean, really, games which are much, much better than ours, much more well polished than ours. I can't give names, of course, because of these conversations that I've had with developers and publishers and companies, big companies, have been spoken to in confidence. So, but I can say that those games as well, even though they are fairly well polished, don't get the downloads that they need in order to support the development costs or the initial development costs. Even a few years ago it happened. I'm trying to think of some other example. I mean, for us personally, we made quite a large game a few years back called Monster Mall. We spent, I think, 8 months on that, and we worked with a team in Pakistan, plus myself, plus an artist, plus a manager as well, and we released that onto Google Play. And the game made less than $1 ARPU per day. The downloads are extremely, I think, low. I think actually maybe 100 to 200 downloads per day. But that was back in 2012 or 13, when it was easier to get downloads, and it still didn't make it. Our Pocket Poker game now, which is on iOS, only gets 2 downloads a day, even though it has a very high ARPU in the UK and very good retention generally as well, because the poker users are specific to, how can I say it, poker players do stick around a lot longer if they like their poker game. And we've got pretty good retention in Pocket Poker. So yeah, that's the thing. I think you need both, though. I think you need both. You need to find the right game, but it also needs to be the right market. It really, really, really does. You know, it's like I speak with the developers sometimes, and we say, well, we could make this thing, and it would be fun. It'd be really cool. And I love that enthusiasm from developers. Of course, I do. I really, really do. And they'll say, well, if you spend a bit longer on it, then it might be a bit better. But then I say, we just won't get the downloads. It's okay if the game is good, but really to generate a high rank, you really need to have a lot of money. The algorithm will not serve you that well at all. It won't, because the algorithm is heavily, heavily dependent on the number of downloads still. And those downloads can be bought with marketing money, which is in the hands of large developers like King. Another state of the industry piece of evidence would be King as well. It seems that every month now, King is releasing a new Candy Crush game. Like every single month. I'm sure I've just seen, like, is it Candy Crush Soda Jelly Saga or something, or Super Jelly Saga or something, and there's another Bubble Witch something, and another pet rescue thing, and Rovio seems to be like doing every Angry Birds style game. Like Candy Crush seems to be King seems to be the one that's doing it a lot, though. Every month I seem to see a new one, because they're just not making the numbers. It's just way too oversaturated. So quality, yeah, combined with the correct market, because even if you've got let's just say like a Chinese restaurant, if you've got a city full of Chinese restaurants, all serving, say, exactly the same thing because that's what everybody wants, then it's going to be way too saturated. Let's say there was more restaurants than there were people, and then obviously in the combination with the price of apps obviously being free a lot of the time, just makes it even worse. You went on to say, so my 2 top performing long-term games get about 300 downloads a day combined over both platforms, but still make okay money, roughly $1,000 each month because of decent ARPU. They were both built within 2 to 3 months time frame, including updates. One of those games has pulled in that 1,000 for over a year now and doesn't show signs of slowing down. Occasionally these games get a month where they get higher downloads and you can get more from them. If they get 20 to 50 extra downloads a day, that could be a considerable increase in revenue over the course of a month. Yeah, definitely, that's cool. I mean, for one game, 1,000 a month is a really good ARPU. Actually, I'm not calculating it. Sorry, the ARPU, but like you said, it's a good ARPU. And if just those games are pulling $1,000 each month, that's definitely good. I think the other point that I was making in the video, for those of you who maybe didn't see that original video, was in this situation it's good. Definitely that's good. But the state of the industry, the problem that I have with the industry as well is that it's heavily dictated by the algorithm. Like tomorrow those downloads could drop down to 10 because of a little tweak to the algorithm. It's one of the reasons why I'm kind of more looking to try and invest in real estate now, or try and possibly build a business around real estate as an investment, not to actively work on that. The reason is because I want to build a long-term career in games, because I feel that if you are in games for a long time, or any industry for a long time, you become very in demand. You know, you've always got sort of job security, but if you've been in an industry for like 20-30 years, especially if it's something related to tech or coding, then you're going to be more in demand. So, you know, but I would like to invest in a business and build a business around